Major developments tonight with police across the country worried there may be more explosives just like these sent to former presidents, prominent Democrats, and CNN.
A chaotic day has turned into a busy night as we watch the live feeds around the world.
This is a look outside former President Obama's home right now. You can see barricades are blocking the street tonight. President Obama was one of the targets in the failed attacks.
And right now, authorities are trying to track down another suspicious package addressed to former Vice President Joe Biden.
Investigators are worried additional bombs could be making their way through the mail system as we speak. That is law enforcement on edge coast to coast. The FBI confirming tonight a second package addressed to Congresswoman Maxine Waters was found in Los Angeles. It comes after pipe bombs packed with powder and shards of glass were sent to President Obama, Hillary Clinton, and others. While the packages were caught in time, officials say the intent may have been to kill or maim the targets. Tonight at a rally in Wisconsin, President Trump condemned these attempted attacks, but also called out the media.
The media also has a responsibility to set a civil tone and to stop the endless hostility and constant negative and oftentimes false attacks and stories. Have to do it.
Former CIA Director John Brennan also speaking out tonight after CNN received a mail bomb at its New York headquarters addressed to Brennan. He's been a vocal critic of President Trump and especially some of his rhetoric online and on the campaign trail.
I think Donald Trump too often has helped to incite some of these feelings of anger, if not violence.
On Monday, a similar device was sent to the home of billionaire Democratic donor George Soros. The obvious question, who mailed these bombs and could there be more out there? Get breaking updates as they happen right here on KOMO News and online at KOMOnews.com, Facebook and Twitter.
Well, here's a live look at the Como radar tonight and what's knocking at our door. The first fall storm is moving in, packing wind and rain, and that is just a start. All that rain means tomorrow's commute could be a slick one, and tonight there's a warning for drivers. We have live team coverage of the storm alert, starting with Shannon O'Donnell and just how much rain is on its way. Shannon?
State troopers say drivers going too fast for conditions have already caused hundreds of crashes this year. 341 collisions in District 8 alone, which covers the Olympic Peninsula, Kitsap, Mason, Pacific, and Wahkiakum counties. KOMO's Tammy Mutas is live along I-5, where troopers say drivers need to change their habits. Tammy?
Speed plus the
Stay with KOMO News for updates on the stormy forecast. Our morning team will be watching for any potential problems during the commute starting at 4:30 a.m. You can also keep an eye on the radar by going online to KOMOnews.com.
Going green is running into some gray areas when it comes to recycling around the state. New recommendations mean things that people hope will get recycled may actually end up in a landfill. KOMO's Joe Marino is live in Puyallup with a look at what's not making the cut. Joel?
While each county follows different guidelines, there are some general rules of thumb for curbside recycling. Recycle empty plastic bottles, cans, paper, and cardboard, but make sure they're clean of any food or liquid. Don't recycle plastic bags, paper containers for milk and juice, scrap metal, and glass. Exceptions do apply, so it's best to check with your recycling program.
Well, for the first time in more than a decade, scientists are updating the list of U.S. volcanoes that pose the biggest threat, and 4 of them are right here in our own backyard. Mount St. Helens is second only to Hawaii's Kilauea. Mount Rainier, Mount Baker, and Glacier Peak are also considered very high threats. Mount Adams is one step down in the high category. Scientists say the new rankings do not predict when a volcano will erupt. The scores reflect the threat to lives in the event of an eruption and are meant to help with emergency planning.
Happening now, if you're living in downtown Tacoma, you may have discolored water at the tap. Tacoma Public Utilities says customers in the Hilltop, Stadium, and downtown area will likely see brown or unclear water. The utility discovered a leak, so they shifted the water feed so they could find the faulty pipe and replace it. Tacoma Water says the discoloration will occur periodically through 7 p.m. tomorrow.
New tonight, Centralia police have arrested a high school student after finding sexual images of underage girls on his phone. Police arrested 18-year-old Dylan Tryon after a 4-month investigation. They say he had photos and videos of girls ranging from 15 to 17 years old. They're still trying to identify some of them. Tryon faces multiple counts of sexual exploitation of a minor.
It was an emotional night at the University of Utah where friends and family gathered to remember senior Lauren McCluskey. The 21-year-old track and field athlete from Pullman was shot to death Monday night by her ex-boyfriend.
She was an amazing, genuine, and caring person. And she will be really missed.
Tomorrow, in honor of Lauren, the university's cross-country team will wear black uniforms and a patch with a heart and Lauren's initials. Then on Friday night, the Utes football team will have this sticker on their helmets when they play UCLA.
We have learned Paul Allen's sister will oversee the late billionaire's estate. The 65-year-old Microsoft co-founder died last week from complications related to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Allen was not married. He had no children. Tonight, his sister Jody Allen shared a statement saying, "I have been given the great responsibility to steward Paul's wealth in service of his vision for the future. I will do all that I can to ensure Paul's vision is realized, not just for years, but for generations." A violent rampage inside a Trump hotel coming up. The new surveillance video and the shootout with police caught on camera. Plus, look out below. A Humvee crashes into the middle of a neighborhood straight out of the sky, where it came from and how it happened. And would you stay in a hotel that's built like a massive Lego project? It's happening right here in Seattle, and it may be the future of the city skyline.